Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Geo Knowledge Revamped. Now we will study about the major physical divisions of India. Since there are 6 major physical divisions and we cannot cover it in one class, therefore I have divided the whole thing into 3 segments. In the first segment we will study about the Himalayan mountain ranges and the northern plain. In the second segment, we will study about the peninsular plateau and the coastal plains. In the third segment, we will study about the desert of Thar and the island groups. So let's start with the first two major physical features of India. These are the Himalayan mountain ranges and the northern plain. Himalayan mountain ranges, they are further classified into two categories. From north to south, we can divide them into Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik ranges on the basis of their height and many other characteristic features. In the same way, from west to east, we can divide the Himalayas into 4 parts. We have Punjab Himalayas, Kumaon Himalayas, Nepal Himalayas and Assam Himalayas. All these also have different features from each other, which we will take up in detail later on. Northern plain, that is also divided into 2 parts further. From west to east, we can divide the northern plains on the basis of drainage basin. So the area drained by Indus is called as Indus plain, the area drained by Ganga is called as Ganga plain and the area drained by Brahmaputra is called Brahmaputra plain. In the same way, from north to south, on the basis of difference in the relief feature, we divide the northern plains into Bhabar, Tarai, Bhangar and Khadar. So let's take up all these subdivisions in detail. So the first physical division of India, that is Himalayan mountain ranges. Let's take a look at the divisions of Himalayan mountain ranges. Himalayan mountain ranges are divided into these 3 parts from north to south: Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. Himadri ranges are also called as Great or Inner Himalayas. Their average height is 6000 meter and they have many other features, like they are the northernmost range, they are composed of granite, mostly they are snow covered, they are continuous and most of the loftiest peaks of Himalayas are located here. Famous glaciers like Siachen, Gangotri, Yamunotri, these are located here. Second is Himachal range. This range is also called as Lesser Himalayas. Average height of these ranges are from 3700 meter to 4500 meter and their width is 50 kilometers. Some other features like valleys of Kashmir, Kangra, Kullu are located here. They are composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. They are known for many hill stations like Mussoorie, Shimla. These are located here. Dhauladhar and Mahabharat mountain ranges are most important ranges in Himachal Himalayas. Shivalik ranges are the southernmost Himalayas. They are also called as Outer Himalayas. Their height is from 900 to 1100 meters and width varies from 10 to 15 kilometers. These ranges are made up of unconsolidated rocks and highly susceptible to landslides and earthquakes. Himalayas are known for their peaks, hill stations, valleys, glaciers and passes. Some important peaks, hill stations, valleys, glaciers and passes we can see here. Kanchenjunga is the highest peak of Himalayas located in India, although the highest peak of mountain located in India is K2, which is located in the Karakoram range, which is not a part of Himalayas. Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital, Dalhousie, these are some major hill stations located in different ranges of Himalayas. Kashmir Valley and some longitudinal valleys like Dehradun, Kotli Doon, Patli Doon are located in India. Glaciers like Siachen, Gangotri, Yamunotri, which are major source of water, are located in the Himalayan region. Some mountain passes like Nathula, Bomdila, Shipkila are also located in the Himalayan region. The Himalayas are divided into 4 parts from west to east. These divisions are made on the basis of the rivers which cut across the mountain ranges. The westernmost part is called as Punjab Himalayas. It is also called as Kashmir and Himachal Himalayas because Kashmir, Ladakh and Himachal Pradesh, these are the states in the Union Territories which fall in this part. This portion lies between river Indus and river Satluj. From Satluj to Kali, the part of Himalayas is called as Kumaon Himalayas. This is mainly comprised of the Uttarakhand state of India. From river Kali to river Tista, the part of Himalayas is named as Nepal Himalayas. And from river Tista to river Dihang, the part of Himalayas is called as Assam Himalayas. All the northeastern states fall in this category of Assam Himalayas. After reaching the easternmost boundary of India, the Himalayan mountain ranges take a turn towards south. Brahmaputra river makes the eastern boundary of Himalayas there. This portion of Himalayas is called as Purvanchal or Eastern Himalayas. These mountains are parallel to the eastern boundary of India and they are made up of sandstone. This part of Himalayas is thickly covered with forests, and other names which we use for this part of Himalayas are like Patkai Bum, Naga, Mizo and Manipur Hills. The Himalayan mountain ranges are very important for India. They not only make a formidable boundary, but they also provide us with rich reserve of fresh water throughout the year. Now let us come to the northern plains. Northern plains are also divided into 2 parts and they are also very important. Let's see that. The northern plain is formed by the depositional work of 3 major river systems of India: Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. The plain has total area of 7 lakh square kilometer. It is 2400 km long and the width varies between 240 to 320 kilometers. It is densely populated because of the fertile soil which is found there, and because of the fertile soil, agriculture is the main occupation of the people who are settled on the plain. From west to east, we can divide the plain into Punjab plain, Ganga plains and Brahmaputra plain. Punjab plain forms the western part. It is formed by Indus and its tributaries Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, Satluj. All these rivers together have made this plain. Doabs are common feature found in this area of the plain. The central part of the plain is called as Ganga plain. It is formed by Ganga and its tributaries. The area lies between river Ghaggar and Tista. It is comprised of states like Haryana, Delhi, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal. The third part is the eastern part of the plain, formed by Brahmaputra and its tributaries. Major portion of this plain is located in Assam. From north to south, on the basis of difference in the relief features, we can divide the northern plains into 4 parts. These are Bhabar, Tarai, Bhangar and Khadar. Bhabar is the northernmost part of the plain where the rivers start their journey on the plain. So they deposit all the big boulders and pebbles in this region. This region is parallel to the Shivalik mountain ranges, and because of the boulders and the pebbles, the streams disappear in this region. From the south of Bhabar, the Tarai region begins. This region is wet and marshy in nature. The streams reappear in this area, and the area is very rich in forest and wildlife. To the south of this Tarai region is the Bhangar region. Bhangar is the largest part of the northern plain. It is composed of old alluvial soil. It has a lot of calcareous deposit, which is also called as kankar in local language. To the south of Bhangar is Khadar, and this region is made up of young alluvial soil, which is fertile in nature and used for agricultural purpose. Suitable climate, flat terrain, alluvial soil and the availability of water. All these features have made the northern plain the most populated place of the world. So we discussed about two major physical divisions of India today: Himalayan mountain ranges and the northern plain. We discussed about their subdivisions and their major features. If you have not started following me on my Facebook page, please like my page and visit my website. Thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel. Take care. Thanks again.